Well, good morning everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. It's a lovely rainy day out here, so why not do a Tacoma mod? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some locks, some cam locks in the bigger compartment in the bed of the Tacoma. And that would be the compartment over here. Go ahead and pull that off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these little latches here with some cam locks that I bought. And before I go any further, just wanted to give a shout out to Jesse Rizzo. Check him out on YouTube. He did this in his truck, and I thought it looked pretty good. So we're going to do it on mine. All you need, just a few things. I've got a drill because you have to widen the holes in these for the cam locks to fit inside. So I have a drill bit, 3/4 inch spade bit, so I can widen that hole a little bit. Was actually looking for a step drill, but they cost a fortune. So this is like $3 and some cents, you know. The cam locks, which come with the locks, the keys, and then some covers that you can put over them, which I'm going to do. And then it also came with instructions. Pretty interesting. And if you're looking for the place I got these, if it'll focus, there you go. There's the contact info. So I'm going to set you guys up, and we're going to put this in. Okay, first thing we need to do is remove the existing latches. Phillips screwdriver. There is a screw on the back here, you guys can see. So we're going to take those off. Should be pretty simple, I think. There's one. And there's the other. And then hopefully, if all works out, they should just fall right out of there. And they did, you guys can see. So I am going to put these back on because I'm going to save these in case for some reason I wanted to use them again. I don't know, probably not. But now you can see we have the holes exposed on the cover itself. I am going to do a test fit just to make sure that I need to drill at all with these cam locks. So we'll do that next. And let's just see. And yeah, you guys maybe can see there, does not fit quite all the way through. Might be able to force it in there, screwing it in, but I'm not going to do that. So we are going to drill a hole. And before I do that, I kind of wanted to do a little test just to make sure that the bit that I have is indeed the right size. I'd hate to drill through this first, so I just grabbed an old plastic container. I'm going to drill a hole in the top of this just to make sure that that it fits in there properly. Alright, let's go ahead and drill our test hole here. Just going to drill it right through the top of this thing. I did change my setting on the drill a little bit here. Alright, rid of that junk. Now let's just make sure that we do indeed fit in there properly. Again, I'd much rather test on something like this. There you go. Nice, perfect fit. So I could lock this box down if I wanted to. Well, not really. Alright, let's get that thing back out of there. Okay, so let's set all that aside. Just going to put my nut on there a little bit so I don't lose it. And then we need to go ahead and drill through the opening here. Okay, here's the deal. Trying to feed this or drill through this hole this way, you guys can see with a bit that's going to bounce around and move around is about impossible to try to get this hole straight. So I thought of something else. I've never done this before, it just dawned on me. Let's go ahead and stick the bit through like so, right? We've got the bit stuck through, and then go ahead and attach it to the drill like so, and then let's pull it up from the bottom, holding it pretty level. That should give us a nice straight enlargement, if you will, of that hole. I already did it on the other side, so I know it works. So let's do it here. I'll show you what I mean. So it's through the bottom of the hole right now. And I want to try to keep it level. There you go. That was much easier, let me tell you, than trying to keep that drill bit in the center of this hole when it moves around. So let's try the lock, make sure it fits. Fits right into that one. You guys can see there, hopefully. Let's go around to the other side. Fits right in there too. Very cool. Okay, we've got that done. So now we're ready to put everything together. One final thing. There's this little nub on here. You guys can see right there. That has to go. That was the stopping point for the existing locks or the existing levers or whatever, but we don't need that, so we're going to just trim that off with a pair of wire cutters. Actually, wire cutters work well for everything, so we're just going to snip that off. Pretty simple to do. There you go. It still sticks up a little, so I might actually grab a file and file the rest of it down, but pretty easy to get off. There you go. Now we've got that nub out of the way. Okay, I didn't actually use a file. That plastic cuts pretty easily with just a carpet knife. So got that nub nice and leveled down on both sides. So let's go ahead and get our locks in here. Go ahead and again, I just kind of want to snug this a little bit. I don't want to put it down all the way just yet. So we're just going to kind of snug that in so I can still hopefully move this around a little. Do the other side. The reason for that is because when we put the catches on there, I do want to make sure that they line up properly with the open and close labeling right here that's on the door itself, just because that's the way I want it. So we're going to go ahead and put those on now, and then we'll get those lined up. The little tongue goes up at the top on both sides, so we're going to do a little test fit before we crank everything down. So let's go ahead and point you guys over there. Go ahead and put this thing in like so. Turn the keys, pull them out, and we're locked in. You can't get in there without the key. So go ahead and pull these back out, and I'm going to give you a little tip. Here's what I did. When I first put these tongues on, I'll call them tongues, latches, whatever you want to call this part here, I put them on the other way. In other words, turned around this way. It doesn't fit that way. So you do have to have these on the right way. Go figure. I thought that it made more sense to go the other way because there are slots over there in the compartment that these have to slip into when you close them. So they do have to be on, again, this way. You guys can see there. So little tip for you. If you don't get it, if it doesn't work the first time, if you can't lock them, it's because they're on upside down. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten all this stuff down, and then we're going to put these little black covers on, button it up, and show you the finished look. Okay, we're down to the last part of this here, and that is these little black covers. Oops, there you go. I am going to put these on because it'll help get rid of some of this chrome look you can see here. So I don't really see a lip for them to snap on, so I almost think you'd have to put these on before you tighten this down so that they're over some sort of a lip, because they do have like a little snap edge lip or something in here that they would have to be actually underneath the lip of this lock. So that's going to make that part easy. Not going to screw with that. We're just going to put these in a handy standy storage bag, and maybe if it drives me nuts later, I'll put them on. I don't know, but I'm not messing with it right now. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you guys, these keys should be universal. In other words, they should fit both sides. So you can see we've got it in that side. And let's find out. We've got it in that side. And I actually have I have these locks put in the opposite ways. So to unlock one side, the key goes in like so. And unlock the other side, you have to turn it around and put it in the other way. Another thing to be aware of when you're doing it, that's not that big a deal. I'm not going to take this all apart to correct that. But the keys do work in both sides. So let's go ahead and put this thing in. I think we're about finished. Go ahead and set you guys over here. You can see right here. I'm going to go ahead and put a key in each side so that we can unlock this thing easily. There's one. Flip that around. There's the other. So let's go ahead and set it in there. There you go. It is in. Turn the key to lock it. Turn the other key to lock it, and we're done. Is it a super tight fit? No, but it's no worse than it was before. And it is now locked. So if I want to get in, insert my key on that side, and I'm open. Go ahead and lock it back up, because that's how we're going to leave it. There you go. Okay, that takes care of it. We're finished with this mod. I like it. I think it's pretty darn slick, and it's pretty simple. Not very difficult to do at all. And it probably took me maybe 20 minutes in the end, if you put together the time that it really took to do it. I think it looks pretty slick. Looks pretty OEM in there, I think. So, if you're looking for a way to lock your stuff up, that'll do it. And you could also do it on the other side if you wanted to. I'm going to leave that alone just for easy access. If there's anything that I really want to lock up in here, I'll lock it in the bigger compartment. As usual, appreciate you guys watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know what you think of this little mod. And don't forget to click that subscribe button on the way out. We'll see you next time on the web. Have a good day. Bye.